Tensions soared on Flight 215 as Detective Sam Jenkins, an off-duty police officer, found himself embroiled in a heated dispute with a flight attendant. What began as a minor misunderstanding over the use of his tray table for his laptop, as he tapped into the last bit of Wi-Fi before takeoff, quickly escalated. Although the aircraft was still grounded, the situation spiraled out of control when the flight attendant noticed something on Sam's screen, prompting a severe reaction that neither expected. Despite Sam's confusion, he was firmly instructed to leave the aircraft. As he stood on the tarmac, watching the plane taxi away, a resolve settled over him. This incident wasn't just an unfortunate misunderstanding. It was the catalyst for a determined pursuit of truth as to why his harmless actions had triggered such an extreme response. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, so you don't miss out on what happens next in Detective Sam's intriguing story. What was on his screen that provoked such an urgent reaction? And what will Sam's calculated retaliation reveal about the deeper secrets aboard Flight 215? Stay tuned for a tale of mystery and resolution that takes you behind the scenes of a seemingly routine flight gone awry. As tensions mounted aboard Flight 215, Detective Sam Jenkins, caught in a rapidly escalating confrontation, knew he had to defuse the situation. Despite his efforts to apologize and stow his laptop, the flight attendant was unyielding, declaring it too little, too late. Words were exchanged, capturing the attention of passengers, many of whom had their phones aimed at the unfolding drama. Realizing the impact it could have on his reputation, Sam knew he had to act with poise. Reluctantly, he gathered his belongings under the watchful eyes of the cabin. As he was escorted off the plane by the determined flight attendant, Sam swiftly turned and captured a snapshot of her. This wasn't just for record-keeping, it was crucial for what might unfold later. He needed to document who was ejecting him and potentially why. Reflecting on the incident, Sam considered a startling possibility. He had been reviewing sensitive case files, evidence related to the operations of a sinister nationwide network involved in human smuggling and forced labor. His screen displayed profiles of key suspects, notorious for their criminal activities. Could it be that the flight attendant had glimpsed something she recognized? Perhaps she knew one of the depicted ringleaders, or worse, was somehow involved. The idea seemed outlandish, but in his line of work, Sam knew the unlikely could be all too real. Now off the plane and fueled by the need for answers, Sam's resolve hardened. This was no longer just about a misunderstanding over a laptop, it was potentially about cracking open a wider conspiracy. Could the flight attendant's extreme reaction be linked to the very criminals he was pursuing? Sam was determined to find out, and this incident had just become a pivotal lead in his high-stakes investigation. After being forced off the plane, Detective Sam Jenkins knew he needed to act swiftly to uncover the truth behind the unsettling encounter with the flight attendant. Determined, Sam approached the airline's customer service desk with his detective badge prominently displayed. He confidently explained his situation, showed the staff a photo of the flight attendant, and cited the specific flight she had been working on. His commanding yet diplomatic demeanor persuaded the initially reluctant staff to divulge her name, Nicole. Equipped with this key information, Sam felt a breakthrough in his investigation. Without hesitation, he booked the earliest available flight to Nicole's city, demonstrating his deep commitment to uncovering the mystery. Upon arrival, he rented an inconspicuous car and seamlessly blended into the local scene. Through online databases and local inquiries, Sam quickly obtained Nicole's address and strategically positioned his rental for optimal surveillance. From his vantage point, Sam observed the comings and goings in Nicole's neighborhood, noting everything from the routines of dog walkers to the patterns of late-night joggers. His patience was a calculated part of his plan. When Nicole finally arrived, turning into her driveway, the calm of the evening was disrupted by the headlights of her car. From a discreet distance, Sam watched as she entered her home, the door closing gently behind her. His vigilance was about to pay off as he prepared to confront the secrets that Nicole might be hiding. Under the cloak of darkness, Detective Sam Jenkins edged closer to Nicole's house, maneuvering with practiced caution. He found a slightly open window, an ideal spot for eavesdropping. Though snippets of conversation floated through, Sam resisted the urge to act hastily. Instead, he carefully recorded the dialogue, planning to analyze it later for any hidden clues. Amid the muffled voices, Nicole's tone intensified as she mentioned an upcoming meeting, exactly the lead Sam needed. With this critical piece of intelligence, Sam prepared to delve deeper into his investigation, aware of the risks that lay ahead. He stealthily entered the premises, his phone in hand as he accessed public records. The building, he discovered, was owned by a shell company with ties to the criminal underworld. Sam methodically documented his surroundings, taking photographs of exits, windows, and any unusual markings that might indicate the building's significance to the criminal network. These images would later be meticulously scrutinized for clues, forming a comprehensive visual log of his findings. Leveraging his expertise in covert operations, Sam moved undetected inside the building. With precise movements and acute awareness of every sound, he strategically placed a state-of-the-art wiretap in a concealed spot, ensuring it remained hidden from view. After securing the device, Sam exited the building as silently as he had entered, leaving no trace of his intrusion. He slipped through the shadows, perfectly blending with the night, ready to intercept the intelligence that would crack the case wide open. Under the cover of darkness, Detective Sam Jenkins slipped away into the night until he reached his car parked at a secure location. With robust evidence now in his possession, Sam didn't hesitate to contact the authorities. As he handed over the evidence and filed his reports, he braced for the police's strategic assault on the hideout. From a distance, Sam watched intently as the operation unfolded, the element of surprise visibly unsettling the culprits and sparking chaos among them. Nicole and her associates, now shackled and defeated, were swiftly escorted into police vehicles. From his vantage point, Sam could see the suspects being detained, their criminal endeavors effectively dismantled by the diligent efforts of law enforcement. As the operation concluded, Sam reflected on his pivotal role in its success. Though his contributions were largely invisible to others, they were crucial in bringing the perpetrators to justice. The evidence Sam had so meticulously collected and delivered to the authorities had laid the groundwork for this decisive moment, a testament to his dedication and expertise. With a sense of quiet satisfaction, Sam recognized the importance of his relentless pursuit of justice. The courtroom later echoed with the clarity of his testimony. His voice steady, Sam recounted the details of his surveillance and the capture of the critical evidence. As the courtroom listened intently, the guilt of Nicole and her associates became undeniable, affirming the significance of Sam's work in dismantling the criminal network. The precision and depth of Sam's investigative findings left no doubt about the extensive reach of the criminal network and the deep involvement of its members. While his work brought vindication, it also opened doors to further investigations, hinting at the network's sprawling influence beyond the immediate suspects. Thus, the closure of this case marked not an end, but a new beginning, a launchpad for deeper exploration into the criminal underworld. Sam's investigation took a startling turn upon discovering that Nicole, the flight attendant, was actually the daughter of a prominent figure within the criminal network. This revelation added complex layers to the case, as family ties intertwined with illicit activities. It shed light on some of Nicole's perplexing actions and suggested deeper motivations behind her involvement. Her profound loyalty to her father became a pivotal element in the unfolding drama. With her efforts to shield him from the law's grasp meticulously documented by Sam, this showcased a tangled web of personal commitments and criminal enterprises. Delving deeper into Nicole's life, Sam mapped out a network of relationships that blurred the lines between familial bonds and criminal alliances. In her attempt to protect her father, Nicole inadvertently revealed vulnerabilities within the criminal network. Though her actions were intended to cover their tracks, they instead provided Sam and law enforcement with invaluable clues. As the case drew to a close, Sam found himself caught in a whirlwind of emotions. The satisfaction of solving the case was tinged with contemplation. as he pondered the complex nature of justice and the personal sacrifices entangled within. Witnessing Nicole, a pivotal figure in the investigation, wrestle with her conflicting roles, Detective Sam Jenkins found himself reflecting on the nuanced boundary between right and wrong, and the personal sacrifices involved in the relentless pursuit of justice. This twist of fate underscored the unpredictable nature of justice, illustrating how truths often surface from the most unexpected places. The investigation's legacy transcended the immediate legal outcomes, blurring the lines between personal vendettas and the collective pursuit of justice, leaving a profound impact on everyone involved. The case acted as a powerful reminder of the delicate equilibrium between personal loyalty and the broader implications of one's actions on society. It shaped both Sam's and Nicole's perspectives on justice and morality, deepening their understanding of the complex interplay between individual decisions and their wider societal consequences.